Happy morning, everybody. Today, let me tell you the summary of the lesson from the diary of Anne Frank. Before I start, let me tell you something. This is the perfect time to understand the feeling of a young child. Yes, my dear children, as we are locked down due to coronavirus at home, I think you can understand the feeling now. Even though we have so many gadgets and electronic stuff, we have people around us. Even with all these stuff, we are feeling boredom and we are blaming the people and all the others for all these things. And as I said, this is the perfect time to understand the feeling of an young child. So I want you all to read the book, the complete book, Diary of Anne Frank. And one more request, children. Please utilize this time properly and make use of these precious moments. As I said, time will never come back. Okay? Let's begin the story from the Diary of Anne Frank. This is a story of an young girl named Anne Frank. The story is based on her diary. Anne is a Jewish girl who has to go into hiding during World War to avoid Nazis. She shares her experience in the story when she is depressed. The chapter is an excerpt from the Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. A 13-year-old girl, Anne Frank, was under some depression and despair. She thought of saying paper has more patience than people. Then she started writing a diary, but she was in need of a real friend and who could be more than a diary. She explains that no one believed that the girl was alone in the world because she was actually not alone. She had loving parents, a sister, and 30 other people. She had a decent family, except her one true friend. With friends, one can have a good time. We can talk of ordinary things every day, but we won't get closer. Even we cannot confide in one another. Since the written facts cannot be changed, Anne started writing the diary. That was her everlasting friend. She called that the friend Kitty. Annie wrote that her father was the most adorable person. At the age of 36, he got married to Annie's mother, Edith. In 1926, her sister Margaret was born. Then she was born on 12th June 1929. They lived in Germany. In 1933, her father immigrated to Holland. She, along with Margaret, went to Aachen to stay with her grandmother. By December, both the sisters went to Holland. There, she started studying at the Montessori Nursery School. When she was in 6th class, Mrs. Coopers was her headmistress. At the end of the year, there was a farewell function. The separation from her headmistress was full of tears. Annie loved her grandmother very much. She fell ill in the summer of 1941. She had an operation but died in January 1942. Her death was all the more troublesome. At Anne's birthday, a separate candle was lit for the grandmother. In her diary, Anne wrote that all 4 members were doing well. She was much dedicated to her diary. This event was written by Anne on 20th June 1942 on Saturday. In her diary, Anne made a mention of her school experience. The complete class was nervous about their going to the next form. Some of the students had made bets and stacked all their savings. Regarding her, they were all declaring pass, but Anne was not sure of math. There were 9 teachers. Mr. Casing taught math. He remained annoyed with Anne because of her talkative nature. So he had given her some extra homework to write an essay on a chatterbox. After the homework, Anne started thinking on the essay. An idea flashed in her mind. She wrote, "Talking is a student's riot and I would do my best to control it. But I won't be able to cure this habit since my mother is also talkative. So moving from the inherited trait cannot be done." On reading this argument, Mr. Casing had a good laugh. Then the teacher gave her another essay, an incorrigible chatterbox. It was a sort of punishment for Annie for talking in class. At this topic, the whole class roared. Annie too laughed. Though Annie tried for this essay, but her friend became ready to help her. In a way, the teacher was playing a joke on her, but in other words, it was a joke on him. So Annie wrote this essay like a poem. Annie read the poem in the class. It stated there was a mother duck and a father swan with 3 ducklings. The ducklings were beaten to death by the father since they quacked too much. It was Anne's good luck that the teacher took it in a right way. He read the poem, gave his own comments. After that, Annie was allowed to talk and no extra homework was given. Since then, Mr. Casing too started making jokes. And that's the story, children. Let me recall the main points of the story again. So Annie is a little girl. She is 13-year-old and she got a diary during her 13th birthday and she named it as Kitty. Because she don't have any good friend, she thought paper has more patience than people, so she started jotting down her own feelings in diary, and she mentioned that nobody can understand anything without knowing about Annie. So she started writing about herself, about where she was born and who is her father, what is her likes and dislikes, and then she started telling about her class, where her math teacher got annoyed because she was talking too much in class and he gave homework. The first homework was a chatterbox where she wrote 3 pages stating that talking is a student's right. And more than that, her mother talked as much as she did, so it's an inherited thing which cannot be taken away. And after reading this, her math teacher laughed, but he gave another homework, that is incorrigible chatterbox. Again she did it, and after 2 lessons again he gave a homework. He got annoyed and he gave a homework on the topic quack quack quack. This time Annie took it in a different manner, where she got help from her friend and she wrote in a poem format, where there was a mother duck and a father duck with 3 ducklings. The ducklings were beaten to death by the father since they were quacking too much. So after reading this, Mr. Casing got pleased with the poem and he read the poem to other classes too. And after this, Annie was never given any extra homework, even if she talks in the class. And Mr. Casing too started making jokes. So children, I hope you must have understand the lesson very well. If you have any queries or if you didn't understand the lesson very well, please let me know. I'll explain that lesson again. Okay, thank you so much children. You have a good day. Bye bye.